Good afternoon. My name is Andrea Daniels. For those of you who I have not met, I am the owner of Rookie Rainmaker and a certified guide for Phil M. Jones. As I was teaching a class this morning, I was reflecting on the content that we were reviewing. Oftentimes, when we approach our conversations, personal or professional, we've rehearsed the conversation in our head, but we haven't rehearsed it out loud. And oftentimes, a few things happen when we rehearse it in our head. We're not thinking about objections that someone might give us. We're not thinking about tonality. We could even be replaying it worse, and it could actually happen in our head. So, some best practices if you have to have a tough conversation that you might be avoiding, it might be confrontational, you're not sure how it's going to land, is to practice it with someone else first because practice makes perfect. Someone who you trust to give you honest feedback. And don't practice it with someone if you're not willing to take feedback. You have to be willing to take feedback. So practice it with someone else. Practice it aloud. Listen to your tonality. Listen to your voice. See if you have curiosity. See if you're coming to the conversation with certainty. Number 3, avoid triggering words like why or tell me. Maybe swap them out with help me understand. Some other words that you could swap would be you for I. And last, but definitely not least, use open-ended questions when possible. The who, what, when, where. Allow people to give context to what they are saying so you can understand them at a higher level. Give them the space to explain. Give them the space to understand their perspective to show where they're at. And be open to receiving whatever they're going to share with you. You shouldn't ask a question if you're not prepared to hear the answer. The answer might surprise you in a good way, or it might surprise you in a bad way. So the next time you go to have a tough conversation, or what you might describe as a tough conversation, personally or professionally, practice it with a friend. Ask open-ended questions to gain context and perspective and truly be curious. Understand there's no wrong or right answers. You might want them to answer a certain way and they might not. Try to avoid leading the witness, which means only giving them, is it this or this? And use the who, what, when, where, so we can let them give plenty of space to talk. If this is something you want to have a little more practice on, join Nicole and I today at 1:00 Eastern Standard Time for our role play. I'll drop the link in the comments. Hope you have a great Friday.
Hi, I'm Nicole Kramer.
And I'm Andrea Ferry Daniels.
And we are Exactly What to Say certified guides. And we are so thrilled to announce that we are coming back with an incredible program for you called Exactly What to Say. And the people that are perfect for this opportunity are professionals in their industry that are looking to up-level how they show up to the critical moments that matter in their life.
If you're interested in this program, the link is in the comments below, or feel free to reach out to Nicole or I directly through Instagram or phone call.
We'd love to see you there.